by a familiar face, former New England Patriot, two-time Super Bowl champion, Jarvis Green. Thank you for coming into the studio.
What's happening?
I appreciate your taking the time to come in because I know you're busy. You're over at the boat show.
Yes, yes.
You're talking all about Oceans 97 and the shrimp company. So before we go into some event that's taking place on Sunday, let's talk about your path to Oceans 97, the shrimp industry, and what you're looking to achieve, and then I want to talk about the foundation. So tell us a little bit about how this came to be.
So Oceans 97 started back in February the 15th, 2015. So I'm here. And then, when that started, but before that, I got into the shrimp business. So it was about 6 years ago, and I worked for the Vietnamese co-op. So we had about 90 employees, about access to 800 shrimp boats.
Wow.
But from that, I have a friend of mine ordered my favor, and he said, "Hey Jarvis, could you help me sell some shrimp?" I said, "Man, that sounds great, but I don't know how to sell shrimp. I don't know anything about shrimp." He said, "Hey, we'll teach you everything." I said, "Not in Louisiana." And then he said, "No, we want you to go to Boston." But then they taught me everything. It was a 6-month internship. I worked for peeling the veining, icing, driving trucks, riding on the boats, doing the whole entire Forrest Gump thing. And I always tell people don't call me Bubba, so we'll get to that point too. So when I got into the business, making sales, making phone calls, and in a year and a half, we got into 1,800 stores.
Wow.
And from there, it was just uphill, and I think we grew too fast. But then some things happened, we plateaued, and then from that point, I had to make a decision either to stay here, and I guess, I'm not the captain of the ship, so I was working for my CEO, so I said, let me start my own company when Ocean 97 started. So since then, I've been working with Dolan Bailey out of Woburn, oldest butcher in America, 150 years old. But then Ocean 97, I sold commodity into the restaurants. But now I'm doing something different for its value added. So that's why I'm here today at the Rhode Island Boat Show to show my value added products. And my products will be Stop and Shop, I think either today or over the weekend. I have 3 different flavors at Stop and Shop.
3 different flavors. What kind of flavors at Stop and Shop? What are you going to find?
I have a pomodori. It's a tomato, but it's more like an old world, Italian, Sicilian dish. And then I have a coconut curry. It's spicy, but it's more of an Asian descent. And then I have a red gravy, another old world. Because back home, I always ate red gravy with rice. But it's really good. You can buy it. It serves 2 people. And just, when you buy it, and then you can take it home. You can use pasta, baked potato, rice, put on your favorite protein. It's really yummy.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Yes. Maybe a little Super Bowl fare?
Yeah, you know what? I think more for the curry. Now, the curry is going to be in the store the next week, but right now we have the pomodoro and the red gravy. Yes, and it's wild-caught Gulf shrimp as well.
Okay, so you got all this on-the-ground experience, and then moving forward with the company. And as you said, sometimes companies can grow too fast.
Yeah, I mean,
it happens.
That's what happened with the old company. So I want to do everything right. I want to be smart about it. I want to take my time and just grow. Because people always say, "Hey, go here, go there, go do this." I say, I don't want to rule the world. I just want to live in it.
And when you were playing, did you know what you wanted to do after playing years?
No, I didn't. I mean, when I was playing, I think I did 2 internships. I worked at Rolls-Royce Naval Marine in Walpole, Mass. And then I also worked at the Atwells Group. That's the Oyster Bar. But back then it was Providence Prime.
Yeah.
So I did that for 2 years as well. Got into the restaurant business back home. Opened a restaurant in my hometown. Lost money. It was just a bad decision, but that's part of growing up. And then I went to school for construction management. But when I retired, I wanted to do something different. I had chances to do different stuff with football, coaching, I guess doing some stuff with analyst jobs, but I wanted to do something totally opposite from football.
Opposite from football, and you worked at Providence, the Oyster Bar in Providence Prime, and we were sitting in these chairs, and I said, they're from a nearby restaurant, and he goes, I know these are Circe, which is right down the street. Pound for pound, don't you think Providence competes quite well with Boston for the restaurant scene?
I think so. You know what, and the funny thing that you always think about when you see people say, "Where you going, to Boston?" I said, "No, I'm going to Providence, man." And I'm here half of the year. I spend my time. So I'm here. I'm from Johnston to North Providence. My girlfriend lives in North Providence, so I'm always here. But I always loved Providence. When I played football here, I was on Federal Hill. I was on Thayer Street. So just the history, the nightlife, the people is perfect.
Well, we've been here in the Golocal studio just 1 year ourselves.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you with Golocal Live. It's been great to get the biggest names here in studio. And I love hearing that you love to come to Providence, maybe as opposed to Boston for the scene. Golocal broke a story yesterday. I'll tell you this, I don't know if you heard this. Rhode Island subscribers to Sports Illustrated got Nick Foles on the cover of their magazine.
Wow.
Not Tom.
Wow, isn't that something?
It was a little mistake. We talked with Sports Illustrated. They said it was an honest mistake, but
really,
they said the rest of New England got Tom, and for some reason, and he joked. He said, "I know Rhode Island's in New England." I said, "Are you sure?"
Yeah.
Are
way
you
south,
sure?
way south.
Because you've got a lot of upset fans who are looking to get Tom on the cover. Now, having been to the Super Bowl, you know, everyone, when people talk about football with any given Sunday, is the Super Bowl really any given Sunday?
I think so. I mean, it's so much that goes on. You know, it's very, very mental more than physical because you play the 25 weeks of football. You know, it doesn't matter if it's preseason or you have an off week. As long as a drag, you're tired.
You're tired by the end.
Yeah, and then you got all your family, trying to get your family together, you know, the housing together, the flights together. I mean, when I played, I think the first Super Bowl, I had 26 Super Bowl tickets.
Ooh.
You know, so
and how many people wanted Super Bowl tickets?
50, maybe 100. You know, family you didn't know you had came out the woodworks, and Jarvis, I did this, Jarvis, I changed your diaper, and I'm like, come on, people. So,
I gotta focus on the game.
Yes, you know, so really, I don't remember really sleeping because you're tossing and turning, and you're waiting for this game because you worked all your life to get to this point as, you know, a kid growing up in childhood, and now you're playing on the biggest platform in the world. It's overwhelming, it is. But again, it depends on mentally just how focused you are, because now it's about getting the X and O's and the less mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. And when you win,
yeah.
I mean, can you even put into words
no.
that feeling?
You can't. I mean, I was on both sides. You know, 7 we lost, 2004 and 5 we won back to back. But you win the game. I mean, everything moves slow. The confetti comes down. Everybody cheering. Everybody crying. You get the closest, you know, to your family as far as, you know, blood related. If they're there, you get them out the stands.
Yeah.
Security telling you, you can't do this. You're like this. You're deaf. Come out here. This will never happen again. Security, screw you. Come on, family, let's go. So you do all that stuff, and you just like drain. You're a zombie. And then you got the after party. You know, you popping the champagne. Everybody eating food. Everybody dancing. You listen to Snoop Dogg, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Lionel Richie. Like yesterday, I remember. And then you get home, it's a blur. And you know, your hometown. And for me, I was blessed. My hometown, we did back-to-back parades, and it's just an honor to be playing in the Super Bowl.
And you're here and you're at the boat show. And when you go around for Oceans 97 and people want to ask you about the football days, what are the most common questions you get? What do people want to know from you?
Are you Ben Jarvis Green Ellis? I did not play running back, people.
That's the most common question that you get?
Yes, like today, 4 times. So
you mean need a little pin, like, no, I am not.
One guy said, man, you got big and you cut your dreads. I've never had dreads in my life. A law firm. Look, and I know the guy, he's from New Orleans. We're good friends. You know, so that's funny. And then another thing that, you know, people say, do you miss it? I say, I miss the camaraderie in the locker room. I miss the good times. I miss the family social gatherings. I don't miss the pain. I don't miss the off-season surgeries. I don't miss the coaches screaming at me every morning saying, why didn't I make that play?
Oof. You know, I'll tell. I mean, Belichick, we've been known, he yells at Tom.
Yeah, the dark side, huh? Yeah, the Jedi. Yeah. Great times, though. Great times.
And so, you know, now that you're in the post-football years and you talk about you don't miss the pain, you don't miss the surgeries, and a lot of focus, obviously, now is in football players in their post-retirement years. You know, how do you feel, like, on a daily basis?
I feel great now. I know I went through a lot. When I retired at 31, and a lot of people don't know this, I played with a serious back injury. I mean, my L3, 4, 5. I was supposed to get back surgery when I retired. Went to 5 different doctors. Should have been emergency back surgery.
Oof.
But then I found a company out of Denver that did stem cell.
Okay.
Orthopedic stem cell. There were times like 5 minutes on the airplane I had to get up. driving the car, I had to find, I have a big excursion, so I had to make sure to keep my feet extended, but just so painful, couldn't play all my kids and all that stuff. But I did the stem cell, and I was saying after that, I mean, everything started healing, regenerating. I mean, I'm great now, you know, so I don't complain. I can ride in the plane for 8 hours straight. I can drive a car for 12 hours, 24 hours, doesn't matter. So I feel better now compared to most guys that you see. I mean, they are just broken down to pieces.
Does the NFL, the constant question of the pressure for the NFL to do better for its retirees, I mean, is that just going to be a constant?
I mean, look, I'm going to say this. You know, we have some great, you know, retirement plans. They take care of us on that part. I think the biggest thing is you got to get past, you have to get through the day you retire to the day that you can earn your retirement and your pension. And that big gap is where you hear all the stories, the things that goes on, the good, the bad, you know, from the movie Concussion. You have so many things in between that happens. And I always tell guys, you know, when you retire, before you retire, figure out, you know, a plan, you know, plan B, plan C. I mean, your plan A is playing football and playing until you're 50. That's not true.
That's not going to
happen. I retired at 31. I'm still a young man, you know, but just figure out what you're going to do. I always tell the guys, please do not burn bridges. Do everything you possibly could do to network, to communicate. Don't walk in the room like you're big and bad and all this because you got all the money in the world. You know, that's not reality, because you got to treat people right, and people are going to treat you right. Yeah. That's very important. More than money. Let's
talk about the foundation.
Yep. The Jarvis Green Foundation, we've been on a sabbatical for many years. We all working on some things, and my biggest thing was to get my retail and my business. It has to get online and be strong, I think, for the foundation to fulfill its dreams. But I know in the spring, I will be bringing something back with the foundation, some type of launch that's going to just let people know that we're coming back, because at some point we have been looking for office space in the city of Providence.
Fantastic.
And once that happens, because we've been dealing with development, Providence, you know, as far as just economical development. I deal with Go Providence down there with the different things. So there's so much that's going on, and I just want to be here because the support is here.
Well, fantastic. As you're building your business, there's only so many hours in a day, and I pulled you out from the convention center. I know you're going back to give a cooking demonstration. We appreciate your time because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and we have a Super Bowl champion who's making an impact in the community. But we have to ask you, what are the key matchups to look for on Sunday?
I think it's number one. It evolves around the quarterbacks, Foles and Tom Brady. Whoever plays the best, I think. Whoever plays the best, that's who's going to win the game.
Okay.
You know, because everything else in between works, but we know when last year for Atlanta Falcons, we know Tom Brady was one of the key opponents because he had the ball in his hand every play. But the plays he was making, they came back and beat the Falcons. But I think it's going to be a great game. 35-28 Patriots win.
You heard it here. What's your Super Bowl plans? Where are you going to watch?
We're going to be in New York City. I have to do some campaign out there for my product. But I will watch the game, you know, so it's going to be fun.
Okay.
I don't want to be in Minnesota. It's too cold.
Too cold in Minnesota. Yeah. We had a Rhode Island company in here, Drive It, that did some of the external insulation for a casino out there to get it up and running.
Wow.
So it's cold. They're like, we keep it cold in the winter and warm in the summer. They're going to be watching from the warmth of New York. So Oceans 97 is going to be at Stop and Shop, but you're looking to get into more markets and more places.
You know what? Yeah. Okay, so I'm in Walmart May 5th, but it's Walmart down south. So it's a good thing. So all the Stop and Shops, New York, Stop and Shop, New England. We got Giant, Landover, Giant, Carlisle. But that's more like Delaware, D.C., Washington, D.C., Virginia. Then we got Pennsylvania area as well, all the way up to Maine. You know, and then I'm also looking at doing some stuff with Safeway on the West Coast.
Fantastic. How much shrimp do you eat a week?
How much shrimp eat a week?
Yeah.
I'm always tasting shrimp. I'm always doing quality control. I mean, yesterday I was eating shrimp. I grabbed some out the bag, was eating it raw, just to taste it, the texture and everything off the boat. You know what? Maybe not. I'm gonna say maybe a pound to 2 pounds a week. Now you know the average American eat 4 pounds a year.
Really? I definitely eat much more shrimp than that.
A year.
A year.
It's like 4.5.
And you eat maybe a
1
pound
or 2 pounds a week.
Okay,
Yes.
very good. Any plans for product expansion? You talk about the 3 varieties being in the store, but from a culinary standpoint, do you have any ideas of where you'd like to go?
I do. I'm working on some stuff now. I'm working on some stuff for us, like some other, I guess, shellfish, like some scallops, some lobster meat. I'm gonna kind of wait on the fin fish, but also like some clams. Got some of these butter clams. Working on something like that. But I also got some other flavors as well that I want to focus on too, because a lot of times you got TV dinners and the ingredient list is over 100 words.
Yeah.
I mean, mine with the net content of ingredients, the most is probably 35 for one of them. The rest of them is like 12 to 15 words. But the product, you get it, you read the back of it. It's not any alienated words. It's not those scientific words.
Things you can shake your head at.
Yes, and but that's where I'm at now. So I mean, I'm still young. This is the week of the launch, and we have so much to do and so much to grow.
Well, you're going back to the convention center at the boat show to give a demonstration. Going to be in New York watching the Super Bowl. Ocean's 97. Why the 97?
Of course, that's my football number. And then they say with the Oceans, and it's a nice little kick to it. Oceans 11, Ocean 12. But Ocean, anything I get out the water, I can sack it, hit it, sell it, do whatever with 97.
Well, I hope you consider moving forward. We have a food show on Wednesdays. It's called The Taste. And people come in here. Rick Simone hosts it. It's all food. So when you come out with a new product, we'll hook you up. We'll have you in. We'll get you out here.
Let me know.
We'll let you to come back here in the studio. But it's been great. We had a dog here with a Patriots jersey on that was here earlier. We had some Puppy Bowl action. Of course, all eyes on the Super Bowl. But so happy to have former New England Patriot Jarvis Green here in studio. Going to let you go back out for a cooking demonstration. If you rush down to the convention center, you can see him in about 45 minutes.
Free food, folks.
Jarvis Green, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, that just about wraps up another edition of Go Local Live. So we'll let you go, and we'll see you next week back here in studio. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel.